Welcome to lecture 41. So in this class we will see the use of graph theory in our circuit theory application. So basically graph theory is a wide course, and in this what we will see, we will use this graph theory in order to solve the circuits. Okay. And generally graph theory will be used to solve the complex circuits. Okay. Okay, we'll just see now the use of graph theory in solving the circuits. So suppose I have the network like this, say inductor, capacitor, then there is a voltage source in series, then resistor, say one more capacitor I will add, then in this branch say inductor, resistor, this is resistor, capacitor, say suppose voltage source, and here voltage source has been added. Let us say this is somewhat complicated, and one more branch I'll add it here with this voltage source, and suppose here one more current source like this. Okay, now if this is what the network, I have to solve it. So then if I would like to draw the graph of this particular network, okay, so how to draw it, that we will see it now. So in order to draw the graph, what we need, basically we need two things. One is the node are called vertices. So we need the nodes and vertices, this is first, and second is the edges or branches. Okay, so in order to draw the circuit, what we need, basically we need the nodes, vertices or edges or branches. Okay, so now let me find out what are the nodes. So here this is one node, let me call A, this is second node B, third node C, and fourth node let's say O. So in this case there are four nodes, and how many branches, let me name it. This is 1, 2, the third branch, let's say this is fourth, suppose this is fifth, and this is sixth. Okay, and also in circuit it is very important to mention the direction. So suppose this is current in first element branch, so this is suppose the direction of current for the second, let's say branch or second edge, this is say IE3, suppose randomly I have given IE4, say this is IE5, and suppose this is IE6. Okay, now where we are now, we have obtained the nodes, and now from that I would like to draw the graph of it. So how many nodes, there are four nodes, so let me write, this is one node, second node, third node, this is fourth node. Okay, and I have to draw the graph. So I observe that there are the elements between A and B, so that all the elements, whatever may be impedances, current sources or voltage sources, just replace by a single line. Okay, this is one line between node A and B. Similarly from this A, B, C and O, so replace that by single line. From A to O again replaced by single line. From C to O again replaced by single line. B to O also replaced by single line, and again I observe that there are the elements in A to C also, so that also replaced by single line. Okay, and now basically whatever the graph we obtained, this is undirected graph. Okay, let me give the element names also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is for example 6. Okay, now this is my undirected graph, but in our circuit theory application the directions of current and polarities of the voltage are very important. So undirected graph is not useful for me, so what I have to do, I have to make it the directed graph. And so for that, let me give the directions of current which are arbitrary, say 1, 2, 3, let's say this is fourth, this is fifth, and say this is my sixth direction. Okay, so with this now this is my directed graph. Okay, and let me give the names of the currents. IE1, say this is IE2, IE3, IE4, this is IE5, and this is say IE6. Okay, And what are the node voltages? VAO, VBO, VCO, like this. Okay. Now what I'll do now here, how many number of nodes? I have the 4 number of nodes. And how many number of edges? I have 6 edges. Okay. Now let me write the KCL at each node. Okay. So suppose now I would like to obtain the currents and voltages. So let me start with the nodal analysis sort of thing. So what we see basically at node, we are generally writing KCL. So let me write the KCL at node A. So what is the KCL at node A? So it will be all the currents going out. So let me use the convention that outgoing currents are positive. So what it will be? It will be I1 plus I2 plus I6 will be equal to 0. Okay, this is for node A. Then node B, at node B, what will be the equation? Node B, this is incoming, outgoing and outgoing. Okay, so it is minus I2 plus I4 plus I3. This is equal to 0. And at node C, what will be incoming, all incoming. So incoming are minus I6 minus I4 minus I5 is equal to 0. Okay. So now from that what we have done, this is my complicated circuit, and this is simply replaced by the graph, which is a directed graph, which can be obtained by the use of the nodes with the branches. Give the numbers to each branch or each edge, give the numbers. Once you are given the numbers, give the directions, which will be arbitrary, and from that you can write the current KCLs. You can write the equations using KCL, and from that we got it this is 0 basically. And now let me try to find out I1, I2, I3 like this. I1, I2 and this is I6. Okay. And in order to do that, basically what will happen now, this will be, I am representing in matrix form. Okay. So what is the advantage now? If once I know anything in matrix form, I can write the program and I can find out the voltages and currents quickly by the use of computers. Okay. So in order to write in matrix form, what will be the variables? My variables will be IE1, IE2, IE3, IE4, IE5 and IE6. Okay. And at node O, I have forgotten to write at node O. So what is at node O? It will be minus IE1 minus IE3 plus IE5, which is equal to 0. Okay. Which will be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. Now what next? I have to write the elements of this matrix. So rows are nothing but your nodes. So how many nodes? A, B, C, O, and the columns will be your elements or edges. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. So now from that let us write this. So what will be at node 1? IE1, IE2, IE6. So this is 1, IE2 means this is 1, IE6 is 1, all are 0. All the elements are 0 in this matrix. For node B, what is of, there is no IE1, so it is 0. IE2 is minus, so it will be minus 1. There is no IE3, so yeah, IE3 is there. So IE3 is there means it is 1. There is IE4, so it is 1. Okay. 5 and 6 are absent, so it is 0. Then for node C, what is there? 4, 5, 6 is there, so there is no IE1, there is no IE2, there is no IE3, but there are 4, 5, 6 which are negative sign, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. And for node O, what is there? 1, 3 and 5. So it is minus 1, 0, minus 3, 1. This is 0, I5 plus, and this is 0. Okay. So now this way I have expressed it into matrix form. Now what I observe here, that this last row, which is at node O, is of no use for me, because if I'll add column wise, what is happening? It is 0, second column 0, third column 0, fourth column 0, fifth column 0, sixth column is also 0. Okay. So what is the problem? Because here all the addition of all the columns are 0, so ultimately if I remove the last row, it will be good for me, okay, because last row is also redundant. So the last row I can obtain by the algebraic form of A, B and C, okay. So here the equation at node A, B and C are independent, where this is my dependent. So what I'll do, I will try, I can eliminate this also, okay. So if I'll eliminate this, I can write A matrix, suppose the name is A, into row vector is IE, which is equal to 0, okay. Now what will be the size? Basically in graphs, if you are representing this, the name of A is called incidence matrix, okay. And now here I am eliminating the last row which is dependent, so the name can be given as reduced incidence matrix, okay. This is my IE vector which is equal to 0, okay. So let me find out the size of A for reduced matrix. What will be the size? It is now 3 by 6, so make it generalized. So what it will be, the size will be number of nodes minus 1 into number of columns, so number of columns or number of edges, okay. E, what is the size of IE? The size of IE will be number of elements into 1, number of edges into 1, and 0 is obviously, this is elements into 1, okay. So this way we can obtain the incidence matrix A. Fine. Now let us next time, basically this is all we are writing using nodal analysis method, and we know for nodal analysis method what is important for me to compute the node voltages, okay. So now from the obtained graph which we obtained from the network, that I will try to express the node voltages into the element voltages, or element voltages let me express into the node voltages, okay. So my graph was like this, which was a directed graph, and one more branch was like this, okay. This is A, B, C and O. Now give the directions. So suppose this is 1, okay. Name the name elements also. Suppose this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, okay. This already we did it, I'm copying it from that. So this is third, okay. Fourth direction was like this, fifth was like this, sixth was like this, okay. And let me mark the voltage polarities here. So current direction is like it, so polarities will be like this, as current will flow from higher potential to lower potential. So plus minus, this is plus minus, okay. Now let me name it. So this is element voltage VE1, this is VE2, this is VE3, this is VE4 element voltage, this is edge voltage VE5, this is VE6, okay. Now these are our conventions. Now let me express the element voltage in terms of node voltages, okay. So for that VE1, so what will be VE1? VE1 will be VA0 simply, okay. What about VE2? So this voltage between A and B will be, now I will go from A to O and O to B. So this will be what? Now I am going from A to O, so VAO plus VOB, or I would like to write in terms of VBO, so it will be minus VBO. Similarly, what will be VE3? VE3 will be simply VBO, okay. Now what is VE4? VE4, so I will go from B to O to C, so it will be VE3 minus, not VE3, I am writing in terms of node voltages, okay. So VE4 will be VBO minus VCB minus VCO, okay. What will be for VE5? So VE5 will be equal to VOC, or if I want to write in terms of VCO, so it will be minus VCO. What about VE6? it will be VAO plus VOC, so VAO minus VCO. Okay, and this also let me express into matrix form. So now what it will be, this there will be one row, okay, one vector, sorry, which will be column vector. It consists of element voltages VE1, VE2, VE3, VE4, VE5, VE6. Okay, then let us express this, and has to be in terms of node voltages, which are VAO, VBO and VCO. Okay, and fill the elements of this. So VE1 will be simply VAO, so these are for the nodes VA, B. Previously the nodes were row wise, now here the nodes are column wise. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now rows are the elements or branches. Okay, so VE1 will be VAO, so it is 1, 0, 0. This is 1, minus 1, 0, because VBO is minus. Third is VBO, so it is 0, 1, 0. Fourth is VBO minus VCO, so which is 0, plus 1, minus VCO is minus 1. Fifth is minus VCO, so it is 0, 0, minus 1. Sixth is VAO, that is plus, and minus VCO, so it is minus. Okay, so what is the size? Size is here 6 by 3, so it is ultimately E into n minus 1 for this. And what is the size of this? It will be the number of nodes minus n minus 1 into 1. What is the size of here? Edge, so number of edges into 1. Okay, so this also I can write as simply one vector VE, which will be, let's say, this matrix A1 into the node voltages, say I am writing Vn. Okay, so the size is here E by 1, here E into n minus 1, and here n minus 1 into 1. Okay, now if you again let me write the A which we have been obtained. What was that? That was A into IE, which was 0. So let me write that, and let me relate this A with A1. Okay, so what was A? Basically it was 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Then next was 0, minus 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. Then third one was 0, 0, 0, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, and it was multiplying with the row I1 to I6, and which was equal to 0, 0, 0. Okay, this way. So if you compare this matrix with this with A, so what we observed, if I take the transpose of this matrix A transpose, what I'll get it is 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. So this is the case. Second row will be nothing but second column, 0, minus 1, 1, 1, plus 1, 0, 0. Okay, what about third row? Third row will be of this will be the third column, which is 0, 0, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. So what we can conclude from here is that the element voltages which we have been expressed will be simply the transpose of incidence matrix into the node voltages. Okay, so this way we can write the two equations, namely one equation is A incidence matrix into the row vector IE, which will be equal to 0. This is equation 1, and second equation will be column vector VE will be equal to A transpose into node voltages Vn, which is the column vector. Okay, so in short, A into IE was 0, and it was A transpose Vn, that is node voltages, which is equal to VE. Okay, so basically this A transpose, which this matrix is nothing but the transpose of incidence matrix. Okay, now this equation we can use to compute the node voltages using the nodal analysis method. Okay, and let us see how this can be used for actually taking with the circuit. Okay, so basically what we had, each directed graph like this, whatever we drawn. Okay, So at most each edge, okay, each edge consists of what will be the form? It will be consist of impedance, voltage source which will be in series, okay, and again what may consist? It may consist of the current source in parallel. Okay, so from that we can draw one conclusion, that whatever the kth branch I'll take it, that branch at most consists of, or what is the form of it? It will be impedance in series with voltage and in parallel with current source. Okay, so let me draw that. So suppose this is my one branch, kth branch, which consists of, let's say, the impedances at ZDK, okay, and then there will be voltage source in series which will be like this. So let me call this is VSK, and then what I can say that there is a current source which is in parallel form, and suppose this is my current direction ISK, okay, and this is basically my element current EK, okay, and these are the two node points, and suppose the voltage across it is VEK, okay. So from that, from this, for this any branch K, we can write the equation which will be VK. So what will be total voltage? It will be VK, voltage across AB will be IK plus ISK into ZDK, okay. So it will be basically ZDK multiplied with two currents, addition of two currents, so IK plus ISK plus VSK, okay. So this is basically my resultant equation, and from that I can write it as ZDK IK plus ZDK into ISK plus VSK, which will be VK, and from that let me write in terms of IK. So this also I can write as ZDK into IK, which will be equal to VEK minus ZDK into ISK minus, it will be VSK. Now I'll take it the help from this, that is A into I is equal to 0, and VE was A transpose into node voltages. Okay, now let me write for I. So I will divided by ZD on both sides, so it will be 1 over ZDK. For single branch I am writing, okay, so it is minus ZDK cancel, so it will be ISK, and it is 1 over ZDK, which is YSK, and this is nothing but impedance. So let me write, this is for one branch, so IK will be equal to what? YEK into VEK minus ISK minus YEK into VSK, okay. So this is for particular kth branch, okay. So we can write it branch wise. So suppose k is equal to 1, so what I can write? I1, say my graph like this, and suppose for this I have one impedance, then there was a current source and it is in series with voltage source, so that I can write as Y1 VE1 minus IS1 minus Y1 VS1, okay. This is for first element or first branch, okay. What will be for second? This could be for first, for second, and assume that if there is no current source present in it, then that will be 0. If there is no voltage source present in series with the impedance, that will be 0, okay. And if there is no current source and voltage source present, so simply I1 will be equal to impedance into YE1, okay. Similarly for second branch, I can write as IE2 will be equal to YE2 VE2 minus IS2 if it is present, current source present, YE2 VS2 if voltage source present. Similarly I can write as IE3 will be equal to YE3 VE3 minus IS3 minus YE3 VS3. Similarly IE4 will be YE4 VE4 minus IS4 minus YE4 VS4 if the current source present in the fourth edge and voltage source present in the fourth edge. Similarly, IE5 will be YE5 VE5 minus source IS5 at the fifth branch, YE5 that is the impedance in the fifth branch into current source if it is there, voltage source if it is there. Similarly, for sixth I can write YE6 into VE6 minus if current source present, and next if voltage source present in sixth branch VS6. Okay, IS5, this is, and this also I can express into the matrix form. So what will be this? This will be basically IE1, IE2, IE3, IE4, IE5, and it is IE6. Now let us express into matrix representation. So this will be multiplied with all VE1, VE2, VE3, VE4, VE5 and VE6. This is for impedance. Then next was minus sign, it was all current sources, okay, which were IS1, IS2, IS3, IS4, IS5 and IS6. And second will be for minus, this is for voltage sources if they are present in series. So it will be VS1, VS2, VS3, VS4, VS5 and VS6. Okay. Now what remains? It remains only the elements of this. So what will be this? I1 will be Y1 into V1. So it will be only Y1. Others are 0. 3, 4, 5, 6. What for I2? I2 only Y2, V2. And this is also Y, IS1 is there and minus Y1. So it is Y1. All are 0. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Similarly for IE2, what is there? Y2. So Y2 into V2. So Y2 into V2, and there is no multiplication with V3, V4, so all are 0. Similarly here Y2 with VS2, so 0, Y2, all are zeros. For third IE3, what is that? Y3 with V3, so this 2 are 0, it will be Y3, others will be 0. Similarly here also minus IS3 is there, and this will be YE3 with VS3, so all are 0. For IE4 it will be YE4, so it is 0, 0, 0, YE4, all are 0. Similarly here also 0, 0, 0, 0, YE4. Okay, here YE4, 0, 0. For fifth it is YE5 into VE5, so it is 1, 2, 3, 4, YE5, VE5, and here 0, 0, 0, 0, YE5, 0. This is done. For IE6 it is YE6, so 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, YE6, IS6, and here also 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, YE6. Okay. So with this I got it, the matrix representation. So this you can see that this will be your diagonal matrix, that it all the branch wise impedance are the diagonal elements. Okay. So this is my diagonal element matrix. This is my column vector. This is the column vector of all the source currents present, and this is again the diagonal matrix. Okay. So this is the vector for source currents. This vector is for voltage source voltages or voltage sources. Okay. And these are the element voltages. Okay, or branch voltages or edge voltages. Fine. So with this I can write in matrix form as IE will be, let me call this is YE matrix into VE minus IS1 vector minus YE other matrix into VS is 1 vector. Okay. Now what I'll do, I know for nodal analysis I have two equations. What are that? A into IE, which was 0, and A transpose into node voltage, which was equal to VE. Okay, so let me try to bring this or use these equations in this particular form. Okay, so what I want with IE, so suppose let me use that IE is here. So now let me write this way: IY into VE minus IS Y into VS. Okay. So suppose I'll multiply with A, pre-multiply with A. So pre-multiply this equation by A. So it will be I into E. So it will be A into YE into V minus A into IS minus A matrix multiplied with YE into VS. Then what I observed, A into E is 0, so this is 0 will be equal to A. I will use this information in this form. Okay, so it is AYE into VE minus A into IS minus A into YE into VS. Okay, so now if I shift it this side, so it will be A into YE into VE, which will be equal to A into IS plus AYE into VS. Okay, now what I know V also, which is VE is nothing but A transpose into V, and I will use this equation here. So again I can write as AYE into A transpose into node voltages, which is equal to AIS plus AYE into VS. Okay, and then what is this? This is my one matrix I will get. Let me call that matrix as Y, and this will be basically node admittance matrix. Okay, which is Y, and then I can write this Y into node voltages, which is equal to A into source currents, okay, plus A into YE into VS, that is the admittance matrix branch wise. Okay, now from that I can easily find out the node voltages, which is equal to, by pre-multiplying Y inverse on both sides, so it will be Y inverse into A into IS plus Y inverse into A into YE into VS. So this way we can have the solution for the node voltages, and once you know the node voltages, what you can do, you can simply multiply with the transpose of incidence matrix with the node voltages, you will get it all the element voltages. Okay, so this way you can find out the node voltages for the complicated circuit whatever you have by the use of graph theory. Understood? So basically what I have to do, so whatever the graph, whatever the network I have, that network we will represent using the graph with the information, that is nodes and edges. Okay, now we will replace all the branches with single line. Okay, from that what we'll obtain, we'll try to obtain the reduced incidence matrix in the form of like this, by writing the KCL at each node, where basically we are seeing the node analysis method here. Okay, and then what next we are doing, once I know the A, what I will do, I will try to find out this equation, that is A transpose into Vn, which will be equal to V, by naming all the branches 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and put all the directions arbitrary. From that obtain this equation, obtain this equation. Now once I know A transpose as well YE. Okay, so now what are you obtained? You obtained A transpose. Again what I want the source voltages. So you go to your network, find out that particular branch, whether current source is present in parallel or not. If it is present, you include that particular value in the element of that IS vector. Similarly, you see that whether voltage source is present in series or not for the particular branch. If yes, then you include the value of that voltage source in this voltage source current, and then you solve that. So the representation whatever you will get it from it will be as a node voltages, and once you know the node voltages, you can use this and you can find out the element voltages also. Okay, and once you know the element voltages, you will be able to know the element currents also. Okay, so with this we stop here. We'll continue with the examples, numerical examples on it, nodal analysis. Okay, thank you very much.